Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, do you like to go camping? Do you know what camping is? It's like when you set up a tent or like a camper and you go hang out with your family and your friends and you hang out like in the woods or the beach or by a lake and you get to go eat lots of food and hang out around the campfire. Yeah, that's my favorite part about camping. What's your favorite part? I like s'mores. Do you like to eat s'mores? Yeah, me too. Hey, if you like to camp, then you'll like today's story. Because today's story all about the people of Israel at the Feast of Tabernacles. Yeah. Do you know what they call it, the tabernacle? That's like an old word for kind of like tent. So that's what the story's about. Let's watch, okay? There we go. Let's watch.
The Feast of the Booths or Tabernacles. The last of the 7 biblical feasts is the Feast of Booths or Tabernacles. It was a big 8-day party that started on the 15th day of Tishri. All the men who lived close to Jerusalem traveled there to celebrate, and all the people of Israel were required to participate, even if it was at their homes. There was a Sabbath on the first day, and on the 8th day of the celebration, where the people were not allowed to do any work. It was a time to celebrate the end of harvest and everything that God had provided them that year. They brought special burnt offerings and grain offerings every day as a way of saying thanks. And the kids would get to participate too. They would wave palm branches in the temple as part of the ceremony. The most interesting part of this celebration is that the Jewish people would build temporary booths or tents and live in them for those 8 days. This is how the festival got its name. They used 4 special plants to cover the booths: citron, myrtle, palm, and willow. And they would decorate it with fall flowers and leaves and fruits and vegetables and make it as pretty as they could. God created the Feast of Booths to remind the Jewish people that they lived in tents or other temporary shelters for 40 years as they wandered around the desert after they fled Egypt. This also helped them remember that God saved them from slavery in Egypt and later provided them with a permanent home in the land of Israel. The Feast of Tabernacles is a great reminder to Christians that our lives today are temporary as well. This helps us remember that this world is not our final home. Heaven is, and we can spend eternity there if we believe that Jesus saved us from sin and death. When the disciples went to Jesus' tomb on the first Easter, they did not find Jesus' body because God raised Jesus from the dead. And God will raise us from the dead one day too, and we will get to spend eternity with God in heaven. There will be no more sadness or sickness, only good things. What a great celebration that will be.
Hey guys, that was great, huh? Hey, I got a question for you. How big of a tent would you build if you were doing the Feast of Tabernacles, huh? And do you think the people slept in them at night? Oh, that's good. Yeah, here's an even bigger question. This is a deep question. You ask your mom and dad about this one, okay? What do you think heaven's going to be like, huh? I can't wait for that day, okay? All right, don't forget to have a great Easter, and remember that Jesus rose from the dead and died on the cross so that we can be in heaven with God, okay? Bye!
Story by Brad Voss. Images from freebibleimages.com. Vecteezy. Stock Unlimited.